Due to suggestive adult themes and dialogue, this podcast is intended for adults. In other words, the truth is ugly, so we get ugly right along with it. Everything we say is out of love for ourselves, our people, and our community. Sincerely, the Green Route Podcast.
And stop the damn dancing! Act like you got some goddamn sense, people!
Black people don't hope, we wish. We wish a motherfucker would be in our shit.
As far as I'm concerned, they could burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.
All right, y'all. I want to welcome y'all to the Green Route Podcast, episode number 14.
Yeah.
Episode 14. We're in the double digits, y'all. I am GS.
And I'm Marlissa. What's up, y'all?
Oh, man. So,
all right. So let's go into the Trump docs, though. Like, we were kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think we talked about... No, we may have talked about this on last week's show. But pretty much the FBI raided Trump's house, right? One of his homes. Let's be clear that they raided the Palm
Mar-a-Lago.
Beach Mar-a-Lago residence, which he wasn't even at.
And truth be told, that's not really like a full-on residence, because he has like people like coming there to visit, people kick it there.
His residence is in New York.
Yeah,
like where
in New
he
York,
genuinely spends his time is where his wife and his child
he
is
probably
most
calls
of the
it a
time.
home for like a tax write-off. That's a different conversation.
Some shit, yeah. So they roll up in there, and I do want to point out that just a few months before this raid, the FBI and the Department of Justice had visited Mar-a-Lago. What that visit was about was to go in and say, hey, we know you took some shit from the White House that does not belong to you. It belongs to the American people. It's supposed to be in the National Archives. They went down. They were able to retrieve 15 boxes of documents. Great. So the DOJ, the FBI, the National Archives folks start going through those boxes, and they're like, there's still some things missing. So they go back to the Trump team, and they're like, hey, there's more shit. Where is it? At this point, the Trump team stops cooperating. Hence why they got a judge to go sign a search warrant to go in and find the document. So when Trump gets, on, I think it was, what is it called? Truth Social is the name of the platform.
We're going to get on Truth Social.
That letter he sent, I don't know if y'all read it, but like it was a dog whistle to his people. So think about the speech he gave on January 6th before they marched to the Capitol, and then think about this letter. Like, read it and you will see very similar kind of keywords in how one was written and how one was delivered. Be very careful about that. So they roll down there, they break into the safe, they open the safe. Not really sure. We're still finding out kind of what they found, but apparently it was enough for us to start talking about, hey, this motherfucker may have been selling national security secrets to the wrong people. So that's pretty much what we know now. Well, what I know. Do you know anything else?
That's all I know too. And I think right now, they're in a space where they might have maybe done something to unseal to let us know like what they actually found. I'm not sure about that, so we'll find that out.
Yeah. So what the last thing I want to say on this, y'all, and I keep saying I'm gonna post the pieces that I write for Medium, and I will. I swear, I will post them.
She gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it at some point. But I'm gonna post it because I did write a piece about how this, in particular, like this event, this incident, reinvigorated his base, because all they can see now is our guy is being attacked again. Big government is after us again. No privacy. Look, and you hear the way that they're talking. And so my piece, and it was, granted, it was for sensationalism. I gotta give y'all that. But the piece was called, "The FBI May Have Just Handed Trump the 2024 Election." And I said that because big shit like this gets them out in numbers. And if we are sitting back, not necessarily going out because, oh, my vote doesn't matter, or because it's not really going to change anything, we have to be very careful about letting them be reinvigorated and get out to the polls while we sit at home thinking like, oh, nothing's going to change anyway, so I'm going to just chill.
He's dug himself into a hole or whatever. But we have to understand that, this is my last point, but their psychology is different. So again, things that we might like hear about a person would make, I guess, like the regular person or the normal citizen be like, no, I can't fuck with that no more. With him, no. It's the opposite. Him being raided, like we find somebody, like we find one of our leaders, and truth be told, if the FBI has to raid them, we're gonna be like, if it's the police, we're gonna look at them, we're gonna be like, oh, the police fucking with them. But if it's the FBI, we're gonna be like, ooh, what is this?
Except for the African socialist movement, that shit was weird to me.
Well, that was some weird shit. So, but I'm saying like we're more inclined to just believe it's bullshit with the police versus like the FBI. Yeah. Even though the FBI for sure has been guilty of fuckery and all kinds of stuff, for sure. But we're not automatically just going to believe anybody, any leaders, black, white, orange, other, anything.
Shit,
like,
Black Lives Matter, we called them out on one of our first episodes for that. What was it? $6 million house they bought?
All right, moving on to the next.
I'm just saying, anybody can get it at this point. This is a fair show where I don't care what side you on. Like, if you fucking up, you're going to hear about it. You'll hear about it. So
And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people.
Black people don't hope, we wish. We wish a motherfucker would be in our shit.
As far as I'm concerned, they could burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.